We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check. Rush in. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Box it. Stay at home. 56. Mike. Boom. Right there. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. 56 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Good job, D.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Check 3. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Let's see what you got. Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
50. 56.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Take 30. Greystone, travel. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive was surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yeah, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Garoppolo on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
I can't believe they...
13! I got this.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Pilot, 64, weak.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch twins. The twins. Six guard. Check six guard. Hey, alert three. Alert three.
Inside.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, pick it up. Out. 36.
Wide left.
Right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, keep it up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Hey, one set. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jones has it. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Rodgers again now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 54. Watch 54.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
56, Mike, 56. Know your job. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here I come.
Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
That's track. Check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Easy, 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 easy.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Motion backfield. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 53.
Hey, echo.
Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check. 53.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, check 26.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Look at this.
Now Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here
The
we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Kevin King there defensively.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Focus, defense, focus.
Check, 21, 21. 12, 12. Go. Check 13, 6-6. Bullet high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to check that.
This is Coleman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Tight, white. 2. Hey, Alpha.
Spot.
11.
No.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 180.
42 to Mike, boys, 42.
11.
Mike 42. Stay with your man.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, alert!
From the 27, Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Move. Go Mike 50.
Here's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, take 26.
From the 41, Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D.
Lock. White. Hey, box truck.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You block over here.
That's SOS.
You draw quarters.
That's SOS.
Look at him.
Rodgers now to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Roll right. 61. Matchbox lights.
Working from the gun. Rodgers being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've seen them do much better here after a struggling first half.
And what I like about what I've seen is that they're executing at a much higher rate now. And I don't know how much of that is changing plays or changing philosophies as much as, okay, guys, let's just get it together and tune things up to a really nice degree.
Yeah, sometimes it can just be a leader in the huddle saying, let's get this together, right?
And so many times you've worked all week on certain things that if you're just going to throw it all out and kind of start over, you're not going to execute as well. Sometimes it's just what you said. Okay, guys, let's get it together. Let's go right now. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
12, fellas. Here we go. 21. Hey, exit.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11. X3. 218. Chopper. 13. Bravo.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Check nine, check nine.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got 58.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Strip that ball.
Five.
42. Get the ball. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Rip left.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Over. Deuce. Check 43. Over.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the run.
11. We got that 21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
Under pressure, they got him again. Quan Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Right there.
Jump out!
Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want nothing.
Rodgers now to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Side. 64.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Mike.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
Now it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Niners,